So now let's move on to the practical tasks, and in this task we'll take a look at vision and the function. We have several scopes of visibility in Python. So the first one is the local ones, global ones, and not local ones. So now let's look at the function foo, and with parameters a and b. So it basically shows us the x and y axis, and let's check what happens when we use this function. So usually when we type it, we have an error, and it's called a name error, and therefore we need to define z. So we can find z in program directly, and we can also find z in this function foo. And in the first case, we don't have the mistake. So when we add a z under x, so it will be called the global variable, and the other one is called local variable. So the second type of mistake, called name error, will happen when we try to find the z in this function foo. So inside the program we cannot get access to the variables which are used by the program. So let's write down the function which will get us the x, the function x. So yeah, try to think of the results which we'll get. Now, yeah, let's start it. So as you can see, there are two numbers. First one is the 100 and second one is 11. And now let's check why does it happen. So it happens because foo has the function x with the this type of variable. That's why we can see it's projected like that. Now that we see that number 1 is in the other scope of visibility, and that's why we can actually see this number. Now there is another example about the global variable. So x is here without a function, and therefore it's a global variable, and we can write it in the function foo. So can we use global variables within the function? Yes, we can. We just need to use the word global. Now let's look at another function called non-local. So it's a special type of Python 3. I haven't really seen any practical use of non-local, to be fair. But yeah, if you really wish, you can take a look at this document yourself. And now let's look at what we can find in the document called counter. So here we get, when we use this function, we get the error called unlock error, because we get the variable outside or before it is announced in the function. But if here we can use num as non-local, and so in this case the function will work. So let's take a closer look now.